What's up, my people? Guys, here we are again talking about Saint Obi. I check out today's reports. First, second one, I was like, why is it so dark? Like, why are these reports so dark? It's been like this for the past 3 days. It's not like I really want to talk about this, but again, this is what is trending. When I said, would you choose to spend the rest of your life with matters? I mean, it applies to both male and female. Now, people are asking numerous questions on social media that even myself, I can't even fathom. Like, at some point, I became confused. I was like, what is really going on right here? I mean, I thought that they said Saint Obi was the victim. Then I had to take a few steps back and be like, okay, these are Saint Obi's friends, though. So they might have seen it differently at that time. But I know the question you're asking yourself right now is, if only the dead could speak for themselves. And I ask myself the same question. I'm going to put out some rhetorical questions here, and also questions out there that have been asked by people, Saint Obi's fans and curious netizens. The first one is, was he, I mean, you can also ponder on this yourself. Was Saint Obi truly a gold digger? Why did he stop his known job, which is acting? Somebody said they agree, that, this guy had other businesses, but why abruptly stop that which he was known for as soon as he got married? And they said that makes it easy for people to come to the conclusion that he decided to lazily sit back and be served and tended to by his wife, who was known and seen to have continued working after getting married to him. That's somebody's 2 cents. Now, there's still more reports about this. In fact, the wife's cousin released a statement. Now, in that statement, she said that the Lagos mansion that Saint Obi lived in was built by, he said, her sister. That is the wife, right? Said, yet Saint Obi never allowed the wife's mother or family to visit their house, not even for Omugo. Man, seriously, I don't really like the vibe surrounding Saint Obi's death. It's not good at all. And the reason why I said it's not good is very simple. Look at what is going on. Some people said, yes, what they are saying, the negative things the wife's family are saying about Saint Obi is true. Now, we have this other set of people who said, no, what Zulu said, even in fact, Zebejiro as well said something, really a statement, which we're going to read, right? Now, this cousin, this wife's cousin, the wife, by the way, she's yet to react to this. And according to reports, she works with this huge telecommunication company, and she's truly rich, according to reports. Now, the wife's cousin continued, said Saint Obi was the abuser, not the victim. In fact, he said it's worse than Osinachi's husband. So I asked this question, that if you say that, okay, Saint Obi refused to allow the wife's family, to come visit or see the wife, how come Zulu, or how come there's a story out there that the wife's family attacked Saint Obi with a knife? How did that happen? If Saint Obi, if they are not allowed to come into a space, how did that happen? Again, the dead cannot speak for themselves. If only they have the power to do that. Things like this are very common when they are not friends before he died. Things like this are common. Now, according to Zulu, he explained how, Saint Obi's marriage caused his death, and that made him abandon Nollywood. He said that Saint Obi's marriage took him away from his friends and acting. It was Zulu that was the first person that told us that Saint Obi told him that the wife's family called him a gold digger. And now the wife's cousin is saying that, yes, truly, this guy is a gold digger. Now, Zulu continued by saying that Saint Obi was always harassed by his wife's siblings, and this eventually led to the end of the marriage. Now, he didn't stop there. He said that the actor's health deteriorated mid last year before he eventually died. In his words, Obi told me a couple of times that his marriage was crumbling and it was eating him up. He was a family man, somebody that loved to stay with his kids and build a happy home. But when his marriage crumbled, it really affected him and he never recovered from the shock till death. And there's also this question that I ask too, like, okay, where are the kids? Where were the kids at the time this guy was in Jos with the sister? Where were the kids? Was he in good terms with the kids? How did these kids perceive this guy as a father, as a father when he was alive? One of the painful things that can ever happen to a man is to die alone. I'm talking about kids, wife or ex-wife, whatever you call it, dying alone after being sick for some time. That means nobody came to see him. I'm not talking about his sister now. His own kids. Now, let us read what Zebejiro said about Saint Obi. Zebejiro said that 2 weeks before his demise, my phone rang and it was Saint Obi on the other end. I asked him where he had been, that everybody had been looking for him. That was when he told me that he had been down and was admitted to a hospital. He added that he had done multiple surgeries and his condition wasn't improving. His elder sister then made arrangements to move him to Jos, where he could be given proper treatment. That was the last time we spoke, as I promised to reach out to him again, but I never did, as the next thing I heard was that Obi is no more. Sound like Saint Obi's last words, because everything sounds the same. Different friends, the same story. Some people even question Zigzulu's friendship with Saint Obi. They said that, why can't you tell us all this while Saint Obi was alive or was still struggling or battling with the illness? Why telling us now that Saint Obi is gone? Now, this will shock some people. This next one. The Saint Obi's family sent a message to the general public concerning Zigzulu's statement. Zigzulu himself said he's been receiving calls, multiple calls concerning his write-up. Now, let us put that aside. Let us talk about what Saint Obi's family said, the message they sent to the general public concerning Zigzulu's statement about, one of them, Saint Obi. He denied claims that he suffered in his marriage with his wife, Linda. Let us read. So, demise of Saint Obi. Our attention has been drawn to the publication by one Mr. Zigzulu Okafor concerning the death of our son, Mr. Obi Nawafo, popularly known as Saint Obi, and the accompanying negative commentary in social and other media portraying his widow in an unfair and most defamatory manner. This is in no way, shape, or form an accurate portrayal of the Linda that we know and relate with. The Nwafo family also views the said article by Mr. Okafor as sad and most unfortunate. It was neither written in consultation with any member of the family nor uttered with our consent or authority. We totally dissociate ourselves from it. The views and allegations contained therein are entirely the opinion of the writer. They are false, malicious, and insensitive to the wife, children, and entire family he left behind. This is a mourning period for the family, and while we appreciate the condolences of friends, fans, and well-wishers, we ask that the family privacy be respected at this time. The funeral rites will be communicated to the public in due course. May the soul of our dearly beloved brother, son, father, and husband rest in perfect peace. Amen. Signed. My people, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The next one is about Murphy Afolabi again. Note, Murphy Afolabi married multiple wives, and those that watched yesterday's video, I'm sure you saw the first wife in that video. Now here we have an Islamic cleric who said or explained why he won't be praying for the soul of Murphy Afolabi. This it sounds funny, right? Yes. Let me try to, summarize what he said here. Said what we posted yesterday was that we cannot pray for the late Murphy Afolabi because in the movies he usually acts, and particularly Yoruba movies, it has a lot of forbidden things, including traditional sacrifices, and it's rare for the actors not to be involved in such traditional sacrifices. They might be acting that way with the thinking that they are joking, but anything that has to do with Almighty Allah should not be joked with. Acting like herbalist, witch, or wizard is against Islamic teachings, and Islam is against such actions. Is this really in the Quran that I shouldn't act something like this? I want to know, because sometimes these people put out wrong teachings out there. He continued, said, what will make a Muslim start using what non-believers do to make people laugh? It is common in Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo films, but mostly in Yoruba films. I feel it is time for the religious teachers and students to start looking into these issues. When any of these actors with a Muslim name acts like herbalist in Yoruba movies and later dies, it becomes hypocritical for people. See, my people, I think sometimes as human beings, right, we handle things differently. Before we became what we are out there, we all have different attitude, we all have different behaviors and different ways we handle things. And I think in religion, we include this attitude. So, say for instance, somebody has got some bad attitude and became a pastor, right? I wouldn't be surprised if it reflects in their teachings and approach and the way they do things. Again, like I said, before religion, we are human beings, right? And we have our own behaviors and stuff. I mean, I'm sure you've also seen teachings out there that are brutal. Our reaction, what we say, the way it comes out, that this person has got their own attitude, religion aside. And I think that's what is going on most times when it comes to religion. Guys, what is your take on this?
So, but inshallah azim, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó wà ńlẹ̀ yìí á yanjú ẹ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́. So àkọ́kọ́ ni pé ṣe rí fíìmù kéèyàn act fíìmù Yorùbá kì í ṣe fíìmù Yorùbá nìkan ló kó sí ohun tá à ń sọ yìí, fíìmù Haúsá náà kó sí, nítorí lọ́dọ̀ wọn àwọn náà ní bóká, so àwọn náà láwọn tó yá sí pé wọ́n ń ṣe bí babaláwo lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn. So fíìmù Haúsá náà kó sí, oríṣiríṣi àwọn fíìmù ló kó sí àti fíìmù Ìgbò, but tílẹ̀ Yorùbá wa yìí tó wà láàrin wa yìí, so òun gangan ó fẹ́ le ju tàwọn ìyókù lọ ní fíìmù ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So ẹbọ tí ń bẹ nínú fíìmù ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó fẹ́ burú ju ti ìlú míì lọ. So èmi wá ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ó dàbí pé àsìkò ti tó fún àwọn olùmọ̀ wa àtàwọn ọmọ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀sìn kí wọ́n rọ́kázà ọ̀rọ̀ wọn lórí àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe fíìmù àti àwọn ẹbọ tí wọ́n ń ṣe nínú fíìmù àti àwọn muharramati tí wọ́n ń ṣe nínú fíìmù. So nítorí ẹnìkan ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú nínú àwọn ẹni tó já sí wípé wọ́n ń pera wọn lórúkọ mùsùlùmí, ẹnìkan ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú nínú wọn kó máa play róòlù aláwo àti babaláwo nínú fíìmù Yorùbá kó wá já sí wípé mọ̀ wá retí káwa máa ṣàdúrà fún rontàn, àbòsí lè fẹ́ ṣe. So àbòsí ni kíni? Àbòsí ní nǹkan yẹn. So nítorí a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàdúrà fún ẹni tó bá ṣe kíni, tó bá ń ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀, a gbọ́dọ̀ fi rú ẹni tó bá ń ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀, a gbọ́dọ̀ fi sínú àdúrà. So but báyìí nìsín Murphy Afolabi àwọn ò ní ṣàdúrà fún, èmi ò ní ṣàdúrà fún. So tí mi ò bá ṣàdúrà fún, èmi ṣépè fún, nítorí mo máa mú àwíjàre fún yín pé okay ó lè.
The next one right here, another dark one. I saw this report and I feel sad because at the end of the day, we all are going to leave this world. I mean, I was talking to someone the other day and I said, I don't think we want to talk about this. This is something that we always try to run away from. This is the topic that nobody really wants to talk about. But it's something that we all will eventually experience. Death. I think it should be okay sometimes. Sometimes. Not every time, because if you talk about it every time, even me, I go tire for you. But yeah, sometimes you talk about things like this, Here is a lady who went to the hospital for surgery, and I read the captions, in the video, and how traumatized she is. I mean, me myself, I spent 19 years of my life going in and out of the hospital, and trust me, I've seen things that scares the hell out of me. And that will make you appreciate humans, the little things of life. That will make you appreciate moments. You don't know what this would do to you. So sometimes I think when you see things like that, right, you appreciate some things that normally you wouldn't appreciate in life. You appreciate some moments that normally you wouldn't appreciate. You even appreciate some people. You even do some things that normally you wouldn't do, just because you've seen the other side, by just sitting and watch people leave this world. It's just crazy.
God, somebody just died in my world. I'm losing my mind. God, please.
Okay, guys, that is it. Let us now talk about Seun Kuti. Again, we know that they are using this guy as a scapegoat. They're using Seun as a scapegoat. My people, may we not fall into the trap set up by our enemies. I got this report today where they said the lawyer, they quoted the lawyer, "I'm unaware police seized Seun Kuti's gun license." He said, according to a source, the officers that searched Seun Kuti's house on Tuesday only found a gun license and they seized it. I can confirm, this is what the source said, "I can confirm that the command is currently working on revoking the license." My own question, before I even read what the lawyer said, my own question is, what's I remember the PPR was saying that they found something on Seun before getting that court warrant for them to go ahead to search his place, right? The search before getting the search warrant. And here I'm thinking, what is that thing that they saw on Seun? So it is not gone, because I actually suspected that it was a gun. It's probably a gun that they saw on him. I don't know what it is. Now they went to his house and searched, found a gun license. Let us read what the lawyer said. "Regrettably, I'm not aware of this. However, a license is not a gun. A gun license is a mere piece of paper authorizing the bearer or license to own and have possession of a specified piece of arm. Besides, what's the connection between the allegation of slapping a policeman and police seizure of his gun license?" It's very simple. Seun Kuti put himself in that position. A footage even surfaced on social media shortly after this report. It shows Seun Kuti with the police outside in front of his house, and in that video, Seun was heard telling the wife to go get her phone because her phone was seized by the police. So Seun was trying to tell the policemen outside of his house that, what did he do? Like, why are they treating him like a criminal? He said this is wrong. But, they had to search the police. That Seun's people had to search the police before they were allowed into Seun's building. So Seun was actually in front of the house, was there at his place while they were doing all that. Remember, the report we got yesterday was he was in the van, but it was around the house at the time the police came to search. But a footage or video showed Seun in front of his house talking to the police and asking them that why is he being treated like a criminal. He even said that they raid his house without his lawyer, treating him like a terrorist.
Phone, baby. No, your phone. Let's just follow the law. If you want to do this straight, let's follow it. Why did you take their phones? Why are you with our phones? You see a suspect. What was this? You understand, though? You understand? This strictly cannot work. Because there is nothing you can find. All this strictly. There's very much no court doing it without lawyer. You must say for you now. You must say for you to go late. Only our president, black president forever. She want Nicola Kuti, gun number 1. That's simple story. Terrorists. I'm a fella, Nicola Kuti, show one. Orisha, black president. Yes, yes, video. Everything. That's the drop salary. You will allow him wear shoes.
Now, another report came after that saying that court remands Seun Kuti for 4 additional days. Let us read it. They said the police in Lagos have secured an order from Saboyaba Chief Magistrate Court in Lagos State to remand Afrobeat singer Seun Kuti for additional 4 days. The police had approached the Chief Magistrate, Mrs. Adeola, for an extension of the remand order until May 22. The head of the chambers of the Nigerian Police DCP, Simon, in the application filed before the court, said that the extension is needed to allow further investigation into the case. What are they really investigating? Seun is currently standing trial after a video of him slapping and pushing a police officer on Third Mainland Bridge. Let us move straight to the next one. And this one is about Hilda Baci. Now, I'm not surprised with what I'm seeing. They said there were some people who actually went there to steal. Let us read this. And I hope you know that 10 to 20% of people that went there didn't go there to support Hilda. They went there to see to check out what they can steal. Yeah. Not just Hilda's cooking pots or utensils. Also, the people around. They know that, rich guys will be there, or some people will be there with big phones that will be careless with their phones or their properties. And they will take advantage of that distraction. Let us read this. Please allow me divert. That structure behind you was built by art company I work with. It's one of the projects I supervise. On the last day of the cookathon, everything in that structure was stolen by people that came to the event. The only thing they didn't steal was the fridge. I beg. See, set of pots, 50K. Antique baskets, ceramics bowl, all imported by my boss. Small potted plants. They even stole the fake fruit. See that theft for affect our pay, if not for an understanding boss, cause na serious lack of supervision occurred there. The last 2 days was hell. We were all tired, so we slept, thinking since it's a Monday, people won't turn. By the time I woke up, people were everywhere, choked. When it was evening, I went to the kitchen and voila, I met people drinking alcohol inside the empty kitchen. I witnessed a lady, another person said, I witnessed a lady take a brown food pallet at 3 a.m. But the rain was too much for people to notice her and her friends, who also went with some kitchen stuff. Wow. On to the next one. This one is about entertainment. A story that is not so nice concerning Bad Boy Timz. So Bad Boy Timz was shot in the eye in Mushin with his family. So it turns out that these guys were hired assassins, but Bad Boy Timz family were the wrong people, they were the wrong target.
What are you saying about your eye?
I got shot when I was 9.
Shot?
Yeah, in the nose, and then it affected this eye.
You're kidding me? At 9 years old? How? Who?
they're assassins. They didn't even stop the car. Like, they just shot the bonnet and started spraying.
You're kidding me!
It's not a robbery. It was not a robbery, like. And they were looking for an Igbo family, so when they heard my mom say, they can come home, mommy, they were surprised, like,
In the car?
Yeah.
Your mom was in the car?
My mommy, my mom, my dad, and my immediate older brother. It was 4 of us. Yeah.
In Lagos?
Yeah, Mushin to be precise.
They just overtook you guys.
I started shooting. They didn't even tell us to stop. They just started shooting. Blah, blah, blah. And then I got shot in the eye because they were targeting my dad's head, and then wheeled it, went straight into my eye.
My God. Did they catch anybody?
Nigeria.
Ha!
In Nigeria.
No way. So how's the eye now?
It's alright. I'm supposed to do another operation soon, bro. Yeah, I'm still hustling right now.
My brother. Wow, then you're meant to be here, man. Nah,
Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have Davido. Davido reveals that he is now charging for international collaboration. So, if somebody like Kanye West wants to collab, Davido charges like, yeah, your money is 150k, 150 ba. No, I'm not talking about naira. I'm talking about dollars.
You feel like it's the other way around now?
what's up? Nigga, I'm charging now.
Yeah. Yeah, what you need?
I'm charging now. I'm sending my lawyers.
What's the feature cost?
Right now, shit. It's timeless.
6 figures?
Nah, like 100.
100?
If I know you, 100.
If I know you, that's the only price.
If I know you, 100. And
That's
then,
not bad.
And then the video, and then
The video cost, that's one.
That's nice, but he didn't mention the amount. I would have loved to hear him, say the amount. I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal anyways to reveal to us how much it charges now. Moving on to the next news, here we have Seun Kuti. That this guy, his career now is struggling. I remember back then when this guy was in his prime. I mean, Seun Kuti was everywhere. His songs, the melodies was just on point. Whatever really happened to this guy, Seun Kuti, they released a post addressing that recently, his career and everything. I even saw a post by Cute Abiola asking everybody, to go support Seun Kuti. Yeah, Seun Kuti released a statement saying, "Man proposes, God disposes. It was never the plan to take a break. It was never intentional not to be at the top with my peers. By now, I see comments that could break me, but I ignore. I take the encouraging comments and run away with it. When life knocks you down, I promise all you have to do is humble yourself and stay focused. Oluwago surfaced." Said, "My new single, Al Baraka, off my forthcoming album is more than music. It's about my life. The comments and the blessing. May 19th, I hope and pray. Where is Seun Kuti will end for good." Big shout out to his team. Yeah. Okay, guys, moving on to the next one. Here we have Mark Zuckerberg. New locked chat in WhatsApp make your conversation more private. They are hidden in a password protected folder, and notification won't show sender or message content. Initially, they said with one account you can log in into several phones, and now you can even protect your conversations with people. In fact, I think I saw an advert, about that. All right, guys, that's where we're going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe if you're yet to do so. Until we see you next time. Peace.